Hey guys, Ron Bosse, and today I'm here with one of my favorite instruments in the world to play, the bass guitar. You know, someone said to me the other day, man, why do you like to play bass so much? You know, you play guitar, you play drums, you play keys, you play saxophone. And I said, man, you know, it's the bass is like the quintessential rhythm section instrument along with the drums. And they said, well, wait a second, what's a rhythm section? And I said, well, that's a good question. Let me explain that to you. So the rhythm section in any contemporary ensemble, and by contemporary I mean rock, pop, blues, jazz, funk, metal, all of those styles of music, when you're in a band playing in those styles, you have a rhythm section in the band. And the core rhythm section of a band consists essentially of the drums and the bass. Now, yes, we could include a rhythm guitar player and a keyboardist as part of that mix, as long as they're not playing a lead role. But for the most part, the core rhythm section consists of the bass and the drums. Now, you might say, okay, great, now I understand what a rhythm section is, but why is it fun to play in the rhythm section? Well, that's because of the responsibility. You know, you have a lot of responsibility as part of the rhythm section because you are the foundation of the band. Think of it like a building, okay? You know, we go to New York and everyone's standing in front of the Empire State Building and everyone's looking up, right? But the thing is nothing up there really matters unless the foundation is solid. And that's the same thing with a band, okay? Yeah, the guitar player is ripping and shredding all these solos and the singer's out there doing, you know, their thing. But the thing is, none of that would exist if the foundation, okay, wasn't intact. So that responsibility, if you will, or that power you have as the foundation in a band is really a fun, gratifying and satisfying thing to be involved with as a musician. Not to mention, okay, that some of the most iconic songs that we've heard have these unbelievably incredible bass lines. Another one, Bites the Dust by Queen. I mean, how cool is that? Crazy Train, Ozzy. Another one of my favorites, Under Pressure. I mean, think about that. 2 notes, okay? And when you hear that, you know that it's under pressure. What about this one? Don't Stop Believin' by Journey. Here's one of my favorites. Check this out. Jackson 5, I Want You Back. You know, when I hear a tune like that, I don't even know what the lyrics are, to be honest with you. You know, I mean, I know they're great, but I don't know any of the lyrics in that. You know, the guitar part is cool, but you know, it plays a secondary role to the bass, and there's a piano part in there as well. But again, it plays a secondary role to the bass. The bass is really driving that music. Another thing that I think is so important about playing the bass is that as the foundation of the band and as a core component of the rhythm section, you're really playing the majority of the time in any given song. I mean, you take something like Michael Jackson. Now that riff is played throughout the entire song, okay? Now there's some variation on it, but for the most part, it's pretty constant, the bass line, from start to finish. And that's a 5-minute song, which is a long amount of time for a pop song. You know, and because the bassist and the drummer have to play consistently like that throughout an entire song, it helps you develop a better sense of time than I think you would achieve if you were just a vocalist or even a lead guitar player, where in terms of vocals, you might not sing on the intro, right? And then you come in on the verse and the chorus, but then you bow out on like the interlude. Or if you're a lead guitar player, you might come in occasionally and play some fills here and there and then kind of bow out. So what happens, and I just know this from personal experience, I feel that you end up over time developing a better sense of rhythm and the ability to play more steadily when you experience playing an instrument like this, okay? You can still be a singer, you can still be a lead guitar player, but experiencing playing something like this that is constant, you can't go wrong with that. It's always going to be a benefit. So guys, so whether you're a guitarist or singer like I just mentioned, a keyboardist, or even a brass or woodwind player, you can always benefit from learning a little bit about how to play the bass. It's going to give you that experience of playing with that rhythm section and being a part of that firm foundation, and it's also going to give you a better sense of time, feel, and groove. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we look forward to seeing you in bass lessons at Bosse School of Music.